Sampla oli tokosem this are universal. Sampla oli tokosem noga then by come up on lig hap on different places. So, this plan now making me a little bit troubled. Na mi walk lo pray that when mi walk lo talking me, I believe me no can come up him some kind heavy lon. Na melon church people blow you me. The only thing where you me like look seven last plagues and me cross blong God here. Cross blong God here. Also you me look him on introduction 6 very important factors or facts about 7 last plagues last night. These are very, very important. The actual plagues, only maybe or some theologians only walk on talk, could be symbolic, could be literal, or could be universal, meaning also by come up on at the same time everywhere, right? At the same time, or some plow tokos I remember come up on different places, but during the same period. And so, me walk lo tintin osem, whatever views you me got, the fact them stop. The fact them stop. These are God's wrath, right? Let me wrath belong God here, cross belong God here. So when come without mixture, I talk. Without mixture, no got trace or no got mark blon mari blon God and me by stop inside. And that should be the major concern blon Bloyumi as a people when we walk on live on this earth today, now and now yet. Because what we are learning is one and by come up after the close of probation. After the close of probation. And so time long prepare to meet that reality of God's anger. And now. So that is a very, very important tintin where you can make definitive statement, right? Because in Bible let me talk, so you can talk also definite and by come up here. Key text these are prophetic statements. Prophetic statement Naimi no Giaman. Ye no Giaman talk. 2 Peter 1 verse 19 let me talk, yeah. It's a more sure word of prophecy. He knows something long Giaman. Osem na Peter emi talk strong again emi talk osem you must harim talk emi talk. Harim long one prophecy emi walk lo talk him. Because em talk long God here. God yet walk lo talk him you me. Osem na you must learn to listen emi talk. Take heed. Because time you me harim. Emi talk osem em by helping you me lo guiding you me as you me walk about into unknown future one time confidence. And as you me walk through unknown future, the truths when you me believe lo em by come up more and more clearer as me walk lo fulfill one at a time. Now me go through until time last play me come up. Emi talk osem em now by you me amamas no good true. No good true or good true. So this is very, very important. We need to heed the message of the prophecy because that's the instruction from the word of God. Me like talk also, Harry. You go back and you suppose you got a phone, now you got one employee me, a WhatsApp page blow you me. I want to encourage you, go back and you listen to it again. Right. This time you sit down quiet by yourself, maybe time your family will sleep in is. Now you listen to it again. I tell you, me finish, me go back here. That's what I am doing here. Now time me walk lo harimia, there's things where me walk lo and express him inside lo talk here. I never thought of it. It's just coming out now. Me talk, hey, how did I make that statement? Me no talk ose me talk giaman, but the way me express him here seem to be connecting one time. One time God and me like him, you me lohare. Na time me walk lo pass on, me walk lo passing goal on plenty people too, yeah, same time. Me walk lo send out. Even some of the church leaders where me plus have a meeting one time here. You won't be surprised on Sabbath sampler by 10 up here. Yeah. Some of the church leaders will only walk on, comment, come back. Also, Pastor, this is something real, something interesting. Me plus first time lo harim. Me talk. If you want to listen more, come on Saturday. So, as I've said, I won't be surprised. Suppose 1 or 2 or 3 or how much plus 10 up on Sabbath. Because this is one of the everybody like Loharim. Not only yourself, but everybody. That's why I'm encouraging you. Time you harim finish, you send it to somebody that you want him or her to know. The encouragement. Come on Sabbath. Come on Sabbath. All right? Because Sabbath, we talk league more on one area, summary set, and then you may go inside on talk on how close are we to the end. Be very, very interesting. So please, church families, you may not share this openly, publicly to others, or even talk openly on friend blow you. But you can do it through one of your WhatsApp connections blow you. Yanamo, Yamauro, Mauro Sibona, Tani Q, kamu. Anyway, last night you me talk 7 facts about 7 last plagues. But me no naplo talk plenty on this one, but me just mention so that me can come back lo tintin blow you me. You me talk also the first plague is poured out upon those who receive the mark of the beast and worship his image, shows that plagues would fall after one close of probation. All right? After the image of the beast is set up and enforcement of the mark of the beast. So that's very, very important. You may need to look up. This plagues by pulled down after, right? Image of the beast and the mark of the beast are already been set. You may hear him this last night. Number 2. You may hear him too. Number 2 facts. Let me talk. The plagues would fall after the third angel's message. That's Revelation 14, verse 9 and 10. And the loud cry of Revelation 18, which means after the world is warned. Time you may give him this last warning message on world finish. And 7 last plagues by pull down. In other words, time you look him or some 7 last plagues and you walk or pull down. And walk finish now, you not can go now try to preach, run crusades. You not can try to go now give him Bible studies and walk like you am useless. You not can go now try to visit or walk in welfare work. Good Samaritan, ACS work. And walk finish here. Oh yes. Even you not can pray for your families and friends because I'm finished. Prayer blow you am useless. Because what's the use of walking all this blood now, yeah? Because walk am close finish. Hey, time blow holiday blow you me now, yeah? True. Hey, by you me harim, whether I'm holiday time blow you me or. Osem na me talk, yeah? I'm not at work now. You shut down whatever you are doing. Get to the jungle, blon mountain, blon koyari. Now you can stop one time, blon bush. Just for a short time. Wait for the soon coming of Jesus. Wow. Number 3. That 7 last plagues are the fullness and untempered. Meaning also no got change. No got lig mark blon mari emi stop inside emi talk. Untempered the divine wrath emi talk. 7 last plagues emi cross blon God ya. Hey, that's a very, very fearful thing to be get caught up inside lon despla cross lon God. It's a very, very dangerous, very serious matter here. Oh yes. And that should make us to start thinking about our families and our friends and our people when we walk along, love them. They are closest to us. Suppose only still walk along, finding their way into the truth at this time, then we should be praying earnestly for them so that they must know the truth before they turn back. Very, very important. Because also me talk here. Time 7 last plagues and we pull down. That's no use now. You no can talk anymore. All right? I'm late finish. There's no use on this prayer and a walk and a Bible study and whatever we are doing. Go to the bush, hide this table on mountains and inside on caves and wherever we are. Just spend time on prayer and study, meditate on the second coming of Jesus. Wow. It's a great opportunity for God's people here. But also me talking to me. And me one of the most fearful time as well. Fearful time. Number 4. Let me talk that at the time of the 5th plague, which you may by looking, men are still suffering from the source of the first plague. All right? First plague. Shows that the plagues are poured out successively. Successively, meaning also one after the other, all right? Without a comparatively, within a comparatively shorter period, let me talk. Shorter period. So in other words, 7 last plagues, not long come up, take him too long, right? In fact, Jesus here too, and we talk on display, Matthew 24, verse 21 and 22, you can read him, all right? Let me talk. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No ever shall be. Let me talk. And then verse 22. Let me talk. And except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Let me talk. Oh yeah. But for the elect's sake, people belong God. Only still stop inside on this ground, and for their sake, those days shall be shortened. All right, good news. Good news here. You sabe, time you kiss him, triple pain is stop here. People sabe talk please me die by good here. You sabe have him this talk. Especially time only walk of feeling, very, very painful experience. I think die by good year and displacainia. Now just imagine, suppose me stay for a long time inside on this 7 last plagues. Why? It's a terrible experience here. And that's why you must get short time. God, in his loving kindness, must shorten this period of the 7 last plagues. So it's very important that you may need on look save. All right? Number 5, that a judgment of mystical Babylon precedes the second coming. Tomorrow by me look on display. All right? The Armageddon. All right? The Armageddon and the second coming. All right? The tomorrow night by me look on this. Then conclusion on 7 last plagues. Yeah, same na me talk past time. Tonight by no at conclusion. You by go na stop nothing. Not stop nothing, stop nothing. Am I right? Yeah, that's good. So that you may got this what am you talk? Suspense, yeah. Suspense. You like come back and hurry, what's going to happen at the end? And very important. All right? So, judgment of mystical Babylon. All right? The beast of Revelation 13. The first beast, or the one I'm calling on chapter 15, all right, Babylon, all right, the mother of all harlots, all right, now, their end or their judgment must come before the second coming, which is the 7th plague. And number 6, let me talk also, in certain respect, the 7 last plagues are similar to the ones fell in Egypt. Similar, yeah. Meaning also, this plus 7 last plagues were 10 plagues when we put down on Egypt. They were real events, yeah, real experiences. Something where it just tintin the soul now. Bible writers put him go down long Bible so you can read him. They tin him also that's real, but really it's not real. All right. In fact, example, higher critics, only call him higher critics. Yeah, all line we only know believe on Bible, but only walk on try out team Bible on tintin on Christians. Only walk on talk or same. All right. Now, plenty miracles will happen, including the crossing of the Red Sea. Yeah. Only talk or same. It's not real. It's not true. Yeah. All right. Prophecies of Daniel and Revelation are not real. Not true. The writers tin them, all right, and by happen in the future, but actually when the events happen, only looking penis, only walk report him, yeah. Only giaman lon talking yumi osem. These are one and by happen lo future. No God, only looking penis, only walk lo right him. Higher critics, yeah, all right. But suppose you me as a people belong God. When we walk or believe on word of God is true and fundamental on guiding you me into the future, then you me must talk of them. What prophecies told are real, including this plus 7 last plagues. And that's what happened on Egypt, yeah? What happened in Egypt were real experiences. People went through all this, water became blood, yeah? Oh, yes. Frogs, flies, all this 10 plagues when we pulled down here. Firstborn, only die. They were real experiences. Yeah, something, Giaman. Real experience. Which means, Harim good. These 7 last plagues are going to be a real experiences. Yeah. Now, suppose it's a real experiences. It's something that you may need on poret loy. You must pray to Him, because it's going to be a real thing that are going to happen during these 7 last plagues. For the last how many nights where me walk or meditate on this year, me walk or feeling as if this is real. Na me walk or pour it nothing on skin blow me too. I could feel it. I could feel it inside the skin blow me. Skin grass walk or sanapia. You say also you frighten, you walk or feel him. This experiences walk or come up on me as well as I meditate on these experiences. And tonight, by you looking, as you walk or actually go into the study itself. All right? I mean, very, very interesting. Very interesting. But let me talk also. In the time of trouble, Satan stirs up the wicked and they encircle the people of God to destroy them as well. So during this period of time, you no continue Satan by run away and go hide this taplon narblahap. No God. Cross blame and by pull down and tample on people belong God. And this time there's nothing, especially mercy belong God lon stop na. Try lon secure him or protect him, the world and the people on this ground. There will be no more mercy by stop. Because this 4 angels will only walk the whole past 4 winds here, troubles here, and only let go penis here. Now Satan takes full control of this whole universe, ground. And that's when righteous people too will be struggling, praying that all this trouble that Satan is bringing them upon the world, not affect him all as well. You say, suppose you walk or sun up, stop or semna, ground walk or shake or semia. How about you feel? Some by start on like run away, no good roof by pull down and top of you. Ground by open, all this kind tintin by come. And so fear by grip him, every individual will only walk on, stop on this time. Because Satan has now taken full control of the whole world, Now just imagine what the wicked people will do at that time. It's going to be another thing. Satan will control them so much that only behind by me go inside. Behind by me go inside. This is a very, very serious time for the people of God as well. Oh yes. Because Satan by controlling all this bloodline, All this line, only look him osem, only loose penis, yeah. Satan now by control him all, so tintin blow by go towards all this line where only no walk lo affected by the 7 last plagues. This is something you may need, Lord. Pray earnestly that God by using you me today, to give that warning, osem. Last night you me talk here. Give that warning to our families and friends while you got time, legally time. If only our eyes could be opened. Now you may look at what is happening now in heaven and between heaven and this earth, and how the angels are rushing back and forth trying to accomplish their task of sealing people from God. I tell you, we too will not. You may not sleep here. You may too by get up one time. So that we can be involved in this last hour of the world's history before this probation and by close. Oh yes. You may go inside. This is now 7 last plagues and time of Jacob's trouble, part 2. All right, part 2. And by you may go inside now. You may go inside and look in. All right. Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth or stood, and past tense here, which stood for the children of thy people. Right? And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be, delivered. Everyone that shall be found written in the book. I'm talking all this people we only got this seal of God, yeah? Seal of God on top on forehead, on all, even on their hands. And we talk about them, they are sealed. They are sealed. And that's why time Michael and son up, he is standing for his people. All right? Individually now, not as a group, not as a church, not as a nation, but as an individual now. Yeah. He's standing for his people. His people. Yeah. Because time him stand up. Every mean osem, number one. Time Michael him stand up, every mean osem, trouble is now at hand. Yeah. Trouble is now at hand. You remember, time Oli Walklo stone him Stephen. All right? Time Oli Walklo stone him Stephen on Acts chapter 7. Acts chapter 7, 55 and 56. Time Oli Walklo stone him Stephen, yeah. Stephen and me talk us before and me pull down Nadaya. And me look go on top, and me look him usad. And me look him Jesus standing. Jesus standing on the right hand of God. So the standing here simply means the time of trouble is at hand. When the church, early church, when the Jews only stoned him, Stephen, that was the time, this time of persecution, start inside of Jerusalem. All people underneath Nero, blame him, Christians, for burning the city of Jerusalem. So, now, start persecuting all Christians, and Christians have to leave Jerusalem. Oh, yes. Soon after all stone him, Stephen, yeah. So what happened? Time Jesus stand up, it means trouble is at hand. Trouble, yeah. So in other words, when Jesus stood up, there is trouble at hand. Meaning Jesus is now going to walk out from this holy place, yeah, or most holy place, as our high priest, as our intercessor. It also means, now Daniel chapter 12 verse 1, walk lo talking me, now walk blow him, finish. Walk blow him, finish. Yeah. The purpose for which walk lo sit down on this place, share blow him, is now complete. Stand up now, like walk out. And you read on Revelation chapter 6, yeah. You read through. 16, not 6, 16, yeah. And by giving you all this picture of what is going to happen. So his work in the heavenly sanctuary, interceding for the salvation of people on this earth, is now complete. Oh yes, it's now complete. Meaning of Sam, now you know more time long walk now for salvation. Or some you may talk past time finish. It's a time where now you may need long go and hide. Go and find safety, security below you. Somewhere where you can stop hiding. Wait him come back below Jesus. Praying and watching and waiting. Oh yes. I'm just waiting for that day. So me by gone. Stop on side of wara, na lig wara also me laija walking here. Put him lig tent is a side. Sit down, cook kai, pray, wait him Jesus Lord come. I'm just looking forward for that day. Oh yes. It's very, very interesting. Very important. Let me talk here. This is a time ministers of God will have done their last work, offered their last prayers, shed their last bitter tears for a rebellious church and an ungodly people. Their last sermon or solemn warning has been given. Oh, then how quickly would houses and lands, things where you may walk the holy pass inside lawn, house blow you may not like lawn share, you may not like lawn help lawn, walk lawn God lawn finish him. How you may walk lawn holy pass and me talk for the way of salvation to be explained or to hear a hopeful word or a prayer or an exhortation from their ministers. How you may walk the holy path here, those things will become useless. Those big things will become useless. Oh yes. Because this is talking about us, the church, the Christians. Online will walk on, store him, passbook blow ya, or walk on, look forward, lo walk him new pla house ya, or walk look forward, lo walk him nice pla business ya, or walk emia, or walk on wait ya, emi talk osem. How this should be open on eye blown all. Now looking what is happening today. Oh yes. This is very, very important because soon all this plan, one me walk on, save him up is going to become useless. No more gospel crusade to be sponsored. No more volunteers to be supported. No more one all right, the request to be brought in. Come and help us on here. No God again now. Yeah. I'm finished, yeah. So one by you seem loan money blow you or property blow you or one car blow you or whatever you have. Today is the time. Today is the time we need to plan and use it today to support the work of God. Am I right? Because soon and very soon. And you know me talking. And a spirit of prophecy walk lo talking me. Manuscript volume 1. All right? Manuscript volume 1 where me been come up on book 1 and been write on 1857. So very, very interesting. And me talk again. And we talk an angel returning from the earth, announcing that his work is done. The final test has been brought upon the world, and all who have proved themselves loyal to the divine precepts have received the seal of Uzat, seal of the living God. Oh yes. Then Jesus ceases his intercession in the sanctuary above. He lifts his hands and with a loud voice says, it is finished. And probation, let me close now. Now, Isaiah 28, verse 21. And by now, I may like on display now. And me like lo walk him, this plus strange work blind. That he may do his work, his strange work, and bring to pass his act, his strange act. So, solemn event before us are yet to transpire. Trumpet after trumpet is to be sounded. Vial after vial poured out one after another upon the inhabitants of the earth. I'm talking on this plus 7 last plagues, yeah. The world is soon to be left by the angel of mercy, and the 7 last plagues are to be poured out. The bolts of God's wrath are soon to fall, and when he shall begin to punish the transgressor, there will be no period of respite until the end. Respite meaning also, you know, God, hold back. You know, God, stop. You know, God, hesitation, slow down. All right? Amen. Spirit of prophecy, I'm talking here. There will be no period of respite until the end. Let me talk. Oh yes. No God mo hold back. So, that's why you me talk here. 7 last plagues. Anger blong God, where we must come one after the other, until we must come lon area. So as you me walk or go inside lon despla 7 last plagues now, all right? Revelation chapter 16, and we outline him all this plus 7 last plagues. So, you may go inside now. Now, you may by looking. Let me talk on verse 1. Let me talk. And I heard a great voice, loud voice out of the temple, saying, Go your ways, and pour out the vials of the wrath of God upon the earth. So, in other words, the command is given. Command is given from the temple, let me talk. From this sacred chamber where Jesus and me walk or sit down and me walk him this walk him. Now he has stood up. Meaning us and walk him and me finish now. He is now giving the command on all this angels long go out and capsite him this cross blong God now. Yeah. Cross blong God. Oh yes. Let me talk on here. Satan will then plunge the inhabitants of the earth into one great final trouble. As the angels of God cease to hold in check the fierce winds of human passion, all the elements of strife will be let loose. Let me talk. In other words, this is after the close of probation now. All right, close of probation. Time, let me talk awesome. Angel, time, let me let go. Despla peace in there's 4 winds where me walk hold him back, yeah. And me now only let go, yeah. Let go meaning also the winds where angels walk hold him pass, yeah, is now let free, yeah. Let loose, yeah. Right? And so time only let loose, yeah. And me talk here. And me talk the earth, all the elements of strife will be let loose, and me talk. Who said we hold him back? I'm not God now, yeah. The whole world will be involved in ruin, more terrible than which came upon Jerusalem of old, yeah. Jerusalem, on AD 70, when the soldiers only walk around him, this city, yeah. When we stab him all people inside the city, until let me come to a stage where no God mo kai so families start to kill their own children. Now they walk along kai ya mi talk. Oh yes, no God mo kai. Emi AD 70 yeah, before Jerusalem emi being full down. This is let me talk here. Let me talk. This time is going to be let me talk. Involved in ruin more terrible than that which came upon Jerusalem of old. Let me talk. Hey, people belong God. When Satan is in charge, he likes to do anything, everything. Yeah. Because any cross one time people belong God, his target is to destroy the people belong God here. During this time as well. And that's why it is a very, very serious time for God's people as well. Especially time you look in experience from Job. Experience from Job, yeah. That's an example when we walk or look him in a little picture. What happened to Job when God said, go, touch him, but no can kiss him life blow him. One time we walk him on life on Job. And we come here, we out him, strong plow wind come here, down him houses and properties blow him, kill him, die picking in here, and we make come up in fire and cook him all get a grassland blow him, everything, men sip, go to camel, everything blow him to him, he bent down, and finally he was tortured, yeah. He was tortured by boil, yeah, from the crown of his head right down to the feet, yeah. When Satan tries to take control, because God allowed him, I tell you, he does everything to discourage and disappoint and destroy God's own people as well. Yeah. Hey, it's a time for you milon pride as well. Yeah. And time lo poretia. And this is where you may walk lo lukimos experience of the Jacob's trouble and me by come and taplon you me. We will not be afraid of maybe your soldiers will become the killing you me, but we will be afraid of seeing the natures turning around, causing all sorts of things to disturb our lives and to disturb our faith and the trust in God. Also, mem come up in Jobia. Wind, fire, sword, all display me come up here. When Satan is in charge, he does everything to destroy God's own people here. Oh yes. So the powers of heaven are shaken. Is now placed in the hands of Satan. Oh yes, all people belong God. Something belong poret to you. Then let me talk also. Revelation chapter 16 verse 2. Let me talk. And the first angel went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous one. Sores upon the man which had the one. Mark of the beast, and them which one me talk. Worship his image. Worship his image. Soya. This plus so I am describing, Bible I am describing here, noisome and grievous sores. Noisome and grievous sores. Me look him this plus tupla word here, lo dictionary. Advanced Learners Dictionary. Alright, students here. Students sabi use him in high school. Advanced Learners Dictionary. Me look up na me talk osem noisome meaning osem here extremely offensive or unpleasant smell. Extremely offensive or unpleasant smell. Have you smelled something that you say, now you walk or run away? Something really big is stink here. In Mipla have him, union sing out him, one only call him Stewardship Congress. Stewardship Congress on lane. This time he stopped on Sonoman and me being going attend him. This pla Congress, Stewardship Congress. At the end, one pla brother below me no can mention him name. It's from Central. All right. And me kiss him one pla kind boil here. And me kiss him not one pla towards the end. All right. Second day before the meeting and me finish here. And me start lo kiss him this pla boil here. And not a pla kind boil here. Not a pla kind boil. You know. All of his anusia, bambam bloemia, the whole anus bloemia was rounded by this boilia. Ringya, osem ringya. I tell you, that boil was not black and osem mitokia. Hey. Emi no nablo sit down, emi just sleep, na emi walk lo. Ayo, so emi stop, emi cry. Emi cry stop. Na emi no nablo come back lo mosby. Because he was already in lay. Now, let me just start. So me talk to him, don't worry, brother. By me kiss him, you go on house blow Pastor Tony came on me talk. So me kiss him texina. Me kiss him go house blow Pastor Tony. By the time me go come up house blow him, and me start lo buruk now. Yeah. Now time me buruk ya pass walk lo come out ya. Pass ya. Wow, I tell you, it was like a dead body. Yeah. Now you know what? Me start lo squeezing. I want this pass must come out. So me start lo squeezing. Me asking Pastor Tony, please you go na kiss him wool come here so I can press. So I me go kiss him wool come na me start lo squeezing. Me thought, brother, you no can worry. You me brothers. What's brother for? I tell you what. Today that brother that brother me look at me, me no naplon lucy me. Whatever is in his pocket, he will always give me. He owes me because me talk about me dying and you saving me. No, this is true. This is true. But you know the smell blow me. House blown Pastor Tony, me pull up one time this blue policeman, yeah, blue flies, yeah. And me pull up through, yeah. All get a leaf now about the table too. Underneath, yeah, me pull up through on flies, yeah. Na mi like go on top of house, I'm talk no God lucy me stop on a needle house. So now I'm stop on a needle house and I was doing that business. Me go. You know that 20-liter bucket, yeah, half full up, yeah. Me go dig him ground, capsize him, me come back again, me press him, me go until half pull up again, yeah. I tell you, that's a strange kind of soil, yeah. Let me kiss you. No, this is real, honestly. Me talking you, me no give a man on this blah. Then finally, real blood and me start to come out now. Me talk, okay, now me pack him one time wool, now me go wash him go through hose pipe, me wash him, now me talk, you me go on top on house and you stop inside the house. No good flies by come na sida. So me stop now. Next day, you sabe, next day me talk, ayo, me pull him wind now, me talk. Me pull him wind now. On the third day, me talk, you must go on Mosby, so Mary blow you by look out him you. No, this is really true. But me walk lo talk lo smell, yeah, smell. Smell, I mean, nada plakaina. Even all families blon Pastor Tony to only no like lo come inside lo house. No, this is true. Only no like. So me talking all, hey, you plug gonna sleep on the house or where, or maybe, but you sabe, only talk no them house blow you me, so you me stop. But after me finish everything, blood, yeah, blood of pass me squeeze him out penis, right? Smell too and finish, so I'm been all right. But that's a very, very serious. Noisome, all right? Stinky, unpleasant smell, yeah, me talk. Unpleasant smell, yeah. But this is just from one person, yeah, one person. You just imagine all those who have received the mark of the beast and all those who will walk worship him, the image, all get a walk experience him, same thing. Suppose only stop on same house, yeah. No got one pla by stop close to, yeah. You understand what I'm saying? This is very, very important thing in you. Every Bible and talk, yeah, no yeah. Unpleasant, extreme, unpleasant, offensive smell, yeah, me talk. Oh, yes. Grievous. The word grievous means very serious and often causing great pain, yeah, me talk. And pain one time. Smell na pain one time, yeah. Hey, this is God's anger, yeah. Come on top on all, yeah. By come on top on all, yeah. Talk, yeah, spirit of prophecy, talk. When Christ ceases his intercession in century, the unmingled wrath threatened against those who worship the beast and his image and receive his mark will be poured out. The plagues upon Egypt when God was about to deliver Israel were similar in character, talk, to those ones. But more terrible and extensive, talk. More terrible and extensive, which are to fall upon the world just before the final deliverance of God's people. Says the Revelator in describing those terrible scourges, all right? Terrible scourge meaning of them, this plus source of smell, yeah, smell no good and a painful thing, yeah. And we talk, there fell a noisome and grievous source upon the man which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. Oh yes, this is very, very, very important thing when we walk or looking. The plagues were falling upon the inhabitants of the earth. Some were denouncing God and cursing him, because of the pain and smell, yeah. Or you walk or curse him, God, sampler. Others rushed to the people of God and begged them to be taught how they might escape his judgment. Some probably by run all people belong God, all pastors, all elders, where you walk like pilgrim, desperate heavier, only by going out, please you show me how me can escape, But one but the saints had nothing for them. There's nothing for them. Hey, even only by go on hospital, now you by trying to find him brother Dr. Mark Rafal, yeah, and by no God now, and by stop on Busi stop. Heidi stop. Waiting for the coming of Jesus. The last tears for sinners had been shed. The last agonizing prayer offered. The last burden bone, the last warning has been given, amito. Now, he no got another way, Lord, help him all this line. Hey, as you may walk look him this, I want you to think now of your families and friends and neighbors. People where you walk stop one time. How about you respond? How about you react? Suppose this plague come up on, I blow you one time, people blow you yet. Plague number 2. Plague number 2. Also me talk here. This plus sermon tonight, got conclusion. So you by stop nothing on the way. Yeah, no more. And by you stop nothing on the way. So no can worry. No can worry. And the second angel poured out his vial upon the sea, and it became as the blood of the one dead man, blood of the dead man. Blood of the human being, thick, strong. Oh yes. And so what is going to happen? This blood, because of that blood, every living soul in the sea, what happens? Only by die, only by die. Every living soul in the sea died. Oh yes. Very, very interesting. Very serious. Let me talk. Men depend on the sea for trading. All right? Now big ships travel around the world, carrying goods and cargoes, going around the world to trade. Now kind something to only go on a trade. Yeah. And because they forget that there is God, we only set him all up on display. Oh yeah. Businesses become active when there is a world trade and we go on. Money go come, stop. Because trading and come up effective. When sanction, I must say, stop trading here.